Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Eckler. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're going to just roam and hit.
Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Texans scoop it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Reset! 19! I'll be back to work because I'm about to take you to school! Jim!
On 1st and 10, Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
180. Hey, let's get in that hole. Shoot. Run.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup and even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Watson. And this one's incomplete. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They give to Johnson going right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave. With a 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Set. 19. I got you. Hey, 4 down.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 17-0 our score after one. Draw play, it's Eckler. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A toss play to Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again?
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Double dog, that's the way.
Mayfield down. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not. Pistol.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Let's go, V, let's go.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 24, check 24.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Push him back. Look at the egg. Push him back.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
That's caught. It's Thomas. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This is it. 19. 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Johnson. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it with Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6? Well, when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd and 9, Watson dancing to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And And now he'll tuck it and run. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Watson. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return. Turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw, Watson. It's complete, Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Johnson. And an alley. There goes Duke Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
We're set. 19. Alert. I got you, son. Check three.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. On the left side, this is Stills. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Mayfield keeps it himself, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed.
Of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Check 41. You better bring it. You better bring it.
They go jet sweep. This is Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
We ain't giving up nothing.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Good. 180. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch out.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check 13. That's 55.
Now Johnson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
That's what's set. 19. Number 53. Mike 53.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Watson. He gets it to Thomas. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Browns 28, Texans 20.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Stills the intended target. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's get it.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Regular. Hey, orbit. Mark 55.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is third and 9. To throw is Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Watson. And it is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 15.
Alert, 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 alert.
Here's Mayfield. And shutting him off, now open field. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
King. Under crunch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, flush to his right. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
He finds Taylor, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, alert 33.
Watch the whip.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Slam.
A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Good, 180.
Check 41. Watch the screen. Hey.